Invitation. I'm going to switch to Spanish. I know some of you would love to learn our language. And if I see the presentation, I will start. En primer lugar, quería deciros que...
Well, I would like to say that I come from the Ministry of Agriculture, that works with the Secretariat of the AKIS coordination body. Well, I see that many of you are taking the headsets for the translation, so I'll just wait for a couple of minutes for you to take it, and then I will resume my presentation.
Do you understand? Bueno. Well, thank you for your comprehension. Continúo en español.
Well, the strategic plan of the CAP in Spain includes the implementation of the Ministry of Agriculture and also the implementation plans for the regions. And the coordination body which is in charge of the Ministry of Agriculture, is fostering the development of these programs. And it's not the managing authority of our ministry. For us, we need better governance in Spain, and it comes from the diagnosis and the planning that we did with the CAP. And we haven't got in Spain a focus group for AKIS. A lot of people worked on this, and we miss connection between actors, between the different administrations, the central administration and the local administrations. There is little education, formal education, and our strength is a good scientific base from the research world that offers different opportunities. And it's something that we will have to do in the ministry and therefore share it with the agricultural sector at central and local level. And the multi-actor projects are also an opportunity. In this context, when the strategic plan of the CAP was drafted, we thought that the ministry was going to be the leader and create that RED in a multi-level body in which we could be in touch with the regions with a special focus to improve advisory services and create work groups where they would work on advice in research and development. Well, what happened in terms of AKIS governance in Spain with the Spanish recovery plan? There was a focus in terms of governance, research, investigation, with very intense activities, and that global governance is what is going to contribute to improve the governance of what I define the father of AKIS, that is as the well, we have to understand that this is something very important. The scientific law that was issued in 2011 does not envisage the governance of the system. In the recovery plan, there are also other commitments: improve the recruitment of talents in the scientific world, improve the GDP, getting to 1 to 25 invested on research and development in Spain, especially dedicating it to research, improving the possibility for recruiting new researchers, especially for projects that have a 6 years time in research. Because publishing articles and papers is important in terms of scientific results. We also aim at widening areas of investigation, of research, and that involves the Ministry of Agriculture, the Ministry of Finance, and the industry. Agriculture is perceived as something less sophisticated, but we believe that we have a power, and we need to offer a lot of innovation, and this is a sector in which investments in research and development is important. Therefore, we're going to create an AKIS that has improved. Something that we would like to do is understand that the CAP is just a policy that involves research and development and innovation. Then we went from a body that was going to be led by the ministry to a body that is co-led by the Agricultural Ministry and the Innovation Ministry. It's going to eliminate some bodies that weren't working, and it's going to create a network that can be more effective. And the goal of our coordination body are strategic. We work at a very high level. Here you can see just some objectives. We created a bridge between the CAP and the scientific policy using the European Regional Development Fund, and we've got our own network. The functions are quite characteristic of a body of this type, therefore I will go very quickly here and you can read it in the presentation. It's a body that involves 52 people from the public administration in Spain, and it involves people from the agricultural ministry, from other ministry, and from the different regions, the 27 regions, with the institutions from the agri-food sector. They represent 26 actors. We've got cooperatives, the Spanish Federation of the agri-food sector, the Spanish food and beverages industry. We've got networks of the universities, from agricultural universities to the food universities, and it also involves manufacturers of animal feed and other products that are needed in the agricultural sector. The work group about research, development and innovation involves 6 people. The advisory body involves 6 people, and the training group is going to be led by the ministry. Clearly, everybody needs to be trained and educated, especially the farmers, but we aim at a standardization in order to allow farmers to gain credits from their training. And this is it for me. Thank you.